Ladies and gentlemen, so here we are solving for the equation and also checking the answer. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So we have 4 times parenthesis a minus 1 equals to negative 2 times 3 plus a. Okay, remember that if you don't have anything between the coefficient, which is negative 2, and the parenthesis, it's multiplication. So what do we need to do first? The first thing to do, remove the parentheses. All right, so you guys can go back to our previous videos to see how we deal with such a problem when we have parentheses, to remove it when we're dealing with polynomials. Okay, so that means what? That means this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. So that will give us 4a minus 4 equals negative 6, negative 2a. All right, we good so far? So what's going to happen then? So we're still combining like terms. All right, because we're still combining like terms, we're going to move the lowest variable to the largest variable. Okay? And I do that because I want to make sure to have a positive variable after I do the operation. So what's going to happen? So we have positive 2a. This is out, so we end up with 6a minus 4 equals to negative 6. All right? What am I solving for? A. A is my target. So I want to leave a on the left side. So what do I need to cancel then? Negative 4 has to go. By doing positive 4, 6a equals to negative 2. Ladies and gentlemen, go back to our 1-step and 2-steps equation in our videos on YouTube so that you can, find out more about this one. That will help you. What are we solving for still? A, so that means we have to cancel 6. By doing what? Divided by 6 and 6. So we have a equals to, so we have to do what? Reduce our fractions all the time, okay? So, but what's the number that can go into 2 and 6 if we have any? It's 2. So we're going to divide both top and bottom by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and negative divided by positive, negative, so it's 1 over 6 divided by 2 is going to give us 3. So we end up with a equals to negative 1 over 3. So this is our potential answer, because in this case we are asked to check. So we have to check to make sure that this solution is indeed the correct answer. So let's go and see. So we check in here. So we always take the original equation and then we will substitute a with negative 1 over 3. So let's go. So this is 4 times negative 1 over 3 minus 1 equals to negative 2, then 3 minus 1 over 3. All right, so this is what we're solving for. Now, what can we do? We can either combine what we have inside the parentheses and then multiply by 4 afterwards. Same thing here. Or we can multiply by removing the parentheses again. By doing this, so negative 4/3. When you multiply 4 by negative third is negative 4/3. And 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. And this one is equal to, then the same thing here. Negative 2 times 3 is going to give us negative 6. And negative 2 times negative 1 over 3 is going to give us positive 1 over 3. So in this case here, we can still combine these two together, and find out if that will give us the same number. That's what we're looking for, okay, on the left side and on the right side. Or we can choose to find the lowest common denominator, which is 3, multiply the whole equation by 3. So lowest common denominator is 3, or the same thing as the lowest common multiple, which is also 3. So in this case, we're multiplying 3 by negative 4 over 3, which is just what? The 3 cross out, this is going to give us negative 4. 3 times negative 4 is going to give us negative 12. 3 times negative 6 is going to give us negative 18. 3 times a third is going to give us what? It's just going to give us, then this one here, negative 2, so that should have given us 2/3. All right, so we have to be very careful when we're doing these problems. So that would give us what? That would give us then plus 2 afterwards, because 3 and 3 we crossed out also. Okay, so let's go. -4, -12 is going to give us what? -16. And this is equal to what? -18 plus 2 is going to give us -16. Also, this one checks out. This is a true statement. And because we have a true statement, so that means A equals to -1/3 is good. All right? Okay, so you take your time, you go step by step, do the work, and also to make sure that the solution is correct, so you can check it as well to make sure that this is correct, okay?